totally was not joking when I said that I would do music to the Google Hangouts. There we go. There was my little dub smash. You happy? I know. It was amazing, wasn't it? It was amazing. Maybe I'm just practicing for my end of the year musical event. I might be. You don't know. I'm incredibly too hyper for this evening. It's Cinco de Mayo. I'm Jacqui, by the way. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, today is, it just so happens that Cinco falls on a Tuesday this year, so that worked out perfectly for me because I got to share my enthusiasm with all of my teams today, all of my teams. At my day job, Tuesday is team day for me, so that's when I do my I've got 4 teams under me, so but I kind of push 3 of them together, so I do 2 team meetings on Tuesdays, and so I got to make the first group cry because I showed some very touching videos that kind of related to some topics. And then the second meeting of the day was in the afternoon, and we actually took that one outside. So we did a field trip today. It was rather fun. But so I got to share my Scentsy, or my, not my Scentsy, my Cinco excitement with them. If you guys don't know me, I'm your little Mexican, blue-eyed Mexican. That's what they call me in my family. I get my blue eyes from my mommy, and I get my Mexican from my daddy. So I get to be the blue-eyed Mexican who shows up to all the Mexican family events for the holidays. So Cinco is it's a fun holiday for us. Obviously, it's Americanized, and I mean, it's fighting a battle for remembering the Battle of Maximilian. Some people confuse it with Mexico's Day of Independence, which it is not. That is not what Cinco is. Google it. But anyway, it's a fun holiday. It's exciting. Every year I usually will do some sort of a fiesta and do a party, obviously because Cinco fell on a Tuesday this year. We were not partying on a Tuesday. So we will probably carry over some festivities maybe into Mother's Day. So that will be kind of fun. I wanted to kind of get a show of hands because very quickly, there is a new program out there, and I don't know if any of you have played around with it, experienced it, had some fun with it, but it is called Periscope. Have you heard of this app? Periscope? Periscope! I haven't yet built a community on Periscope, but I will. Well, if you can see my screen. It says no one you are following is live right now. So none of my friends are live broadcasting at the moment. But I will post my Periscope profile on I guess I could do it here on this video. I was trying to think of like the best way to do it. Like, should I do it on this video or should I do it just on my YouTube? Or maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe I'm going to do it on my Facebook fan page. So I will post that link down below if you guys don't follow me on my Facebook fan page. I have my, sorry, my jams was still on. Still wanting to rock out to Bruno. If you guys are not if we're not like personal friends on Facebook, that's okay. We could be if you'd like, or you can always follow me on my Facebook fan page for my Scentsy business. So I will post that link below, but it's just /Jacqui.meltingpot. I'll try and keep it simple. Tonight was what I was thinking of, like a bonus episode. Bonus episode? What is she talking about? A bonus episode? My bonus episode tonight was more or less a behind-the-scenes look at my Scentsy business, because I have some of you out there who have asked me about Scentsy, and rather than do the traditional this is my story, this is why I joined, and all of that, I wanted to do something outside of the box, right? That's Jacqui. That's who I am. I like to be outside of the box. I like to color outside of the lines. I like to washi tape all over my desk, apparently, because that's what I'm sitting here looking at, is my string of washi tape from apparently yesterday, because I didn't do crafts today. Must have been just a leftover straggler from yesterday. Sad washi tape straggler. So I thought I would do a behind the scenes to kind of share a behind the scenes curtain look at my Scentsy business and what I do. What do I do when I talk about my Scentsy business? For some of you out there who maybe you are a consultant, these are things that maybe you do, or if you don't, then maybe it'll give you ideas of what to do. But for those of you who specifically are not consultants, maybe this will help give you a little insight as to a little bit more about Scentsy. I'm at a stage in my life where I want to be happy. I think, it's sad that you kind of find your purpose as you get older in life. It's like, why couldn't I have had this outlook when I was 10? And I would be like this motivational speaker somewhere, living on the beach in Malibu or something. I don't know. But you don't get that clarity until you're old like me. And when you're old like me and you get that clarity and you're just like, you know what? I'm sick of the drama. I've got my family that I care about and love. I have things that mean a lot to me that I love. So if it makes me happy, then it's going to be in my life. And I think it's a really good life lesson, because I've been through some ups and downs in my life. I'm not going to be your ray of sunshine gal and sit here and say that life is nothing but roses, because it is not. I have lived through very rough times, very rough times. I've had loss. I've had very sad and dark times throughout my years. But I think that, and maybe that's why I chose my little origami owl charm of an elephant. I thought it really spoke to me, because it was symbolization of where you have been and the struggles and the life experiences that you've been through, are going through, and will go through, create the person that you are today. So it's that symbolism to never forget who you are and to be true to yourself. And so the year of 2015 is all about trying to be true to myself and making commitments for me. I am not making commitments for anyone else. I am not doing it for other people. I am not doing it to, I'm not doing it for any other reason but for me, honestly, truly. This is just who I am. And again, I wish I had had this clarity a lot sooner in life. But I don't know. I guess one of the things that really makes me passionate is Scentsy. And I'm going to tell you why. Not just because it's fun, because I can sit here and tell you it's fun all day long, right? That doesn't mean anything. But since he has given me the opportunity to meet people in this world that I would regularly not have met. And a lot of that has to do with social media, obviously, because it's not like they're neighbors of mine. You know, these are people that I'm talking about that live in completely different states, right? They live far, far, far away from me. How would I have met them if not only I didn't have social media like this, but how would I have met them had I not had Scentsy, and I wouldn't have gone out of my comfort zone bubble and branched out in my social media on my Twitter and my Instagram and my Facebook and groups and things like that. Well, I wouldn't have met these people. I really wouldn't have. So, and these are people that mean a lot to me. So I'm very thankful for that. And again, if it wasn't for Scentsy bringing us together, then those relationships would not exist. So that's something that really brings me passion and brings me happiness, is knowing that I get to meet, you know, not only have I met the people that I've met, but I continue to meet people along my journey. And each person that you meet, I think you meet them and they come into your lives for a purpose and for a reason. And you may not recognize that reason right off the bat, but hopefully it reveals itself at some point. And that's where I aim to be with all of my friends and all of the people that I meet, is finding that purpose and that common bond, and just a pure, and I call it Scentsy love, because I think it starts with my Scentsy business. That's why I call it my Scentsy love. But you know, it's Jacqui love. It's my love for these people and relationships that I formed, and so I think that above all else is one of the very most, I don't know, important reasons for me to still do Scentsy to this day, right? You know, here I am 3 years later, 3 years into my Scentsy journey, and I'm still doing it. I'm still chugging along. You know, every day of the week, I'm touching my business in some small way, because that's kind of how I micromanage my week. I'm a busy woman. I've got my full-time job during the day that 9 times out of 10 rolls over into my evenings, because I don't have an off switch, and I have the ability to telecommute. So, yeah, so I'll be sitting there just like, I guess I should maybe do some work too, and maybe I'll get a head start for tomorrow. And the next thing I know, it's like 2 hours later, and it's like, what have I done? There goes my evening. So I really have to time manage myself. But so I've got, you know, work. I've got my youngest one is starting kindergarten in the fall. I've got a 13-year-old son. My oldest, she will be 18. My baby will be 18 this summer. So she's kind of off doing her, you know, almost 18 thing and living the dream. But you know, as a mother, you're still a mother. You're still there for them, and you still worry about them constantly. So I've got my kids. I've got my husband. We have a house. We also do some property management for the owner. And so I do that. I have college classes that I do online. I have classes that I do for work. I have trainings that I do for work. I'm constantly doing something. And then, you know, I have my Scentsy business on top of all of that. And there's no way that I could take like one day and devote it all to Scentsy. I would love it if I could, but I cannot. And so because I can't do that, because I can't duplicate myself and make 5 of me, what I do is I break my everything down into little pieces throughout the week, even down to my housework, right? So, you know, like for example, tonight was the kitchen. So that's when I focus on the kitchen and the bathroom. Kitchen and bathroom are Tuesday nights. Wednesdays when I vacuum and I do all the dusting in the house, and I do the laundry. Thursdays are when I go around and I do like all the, well, the not so fun cleaning, you know, like the, what is this pile of toys doing over here thing. So it's kind of like that odds and ends kind of stuff. And then that way on Friday, I can just kind of do an overview and touch all of those bases and kind of bring it all in together. And then that way my weekend's not overflowed with housework. Yay! So I do the same thing with my Scentsy business. I break it down. Each night has a theme. So each night of the week, except for Sundays, because I dedicate that to my family, unless something comes up, and I need to maybe do a party or make myself available for some reason. But that way, again, I'm still being able to work my business and stay on top of it all throughout the week, just like the housework. Okay, think of it like that. Look at it from the bigger picture perspective. Okay, so hearing, people talk, oh, I'm too busy for all of that. I am the poster child for being too busy for all of that. But you can find a way to do things if you so choose. You certainly can. People do it all the time, right? They will find ways to make something happen if they truly want it to happen. And so again, for me, I truly want to work my Scentsy business because my Scentsy business is, again, a passion for me. It's something I enjoy doing. And I pull upon my strengths and I find what works for me and I do that. I think you truly need to define what your strengths are. Maybe it's talking to people. Maybe you're a salesperson. See, I am not. I'm totally not a salesperson. I could never be a salesperson. And that is one thing that I love about Scentsy. I don't have to be a salesperson, okay? I can walk into one of the events for my kids, or I can walk into my job at work, right? And I can just walk in and have my bag, set it down on the table, and walk away. People will look. People will dig through. Maybe I'll take out some of the testers and just kind of lay them out and walk away. People will come to Scentsy. Again, they recognize by now the Scentsy brand and logo. A lot of people recognize it. And if they don't, they're curious about it, or at least they have an idea of somewhat what it is. The most frequent question that I do get asked whenever I have my testers or my bags sitting out, and I'll somebody stop at my desk, if I'm at work, stop at my desk, or if I'm running around town. When I go grocery shopping, I will carry this into the store and it will sit in the cart right next to my purse and it will buddy up with my purse. And if I pass people in the store, the cashier, things like that. But the most, it strikes me as funny, and that's why I'm sharing this story with you. The most popular thing, if people see my testers, and maybe they see the word Scentsy, but they still don't really know what Scentsy is. If they see my testers, the most popular response I get is, are those lip glosses? No, it's wax. It could be. You could put it on your lips, but you're not going to get the glossy shine that you're expecting. That's my normal standard response. And then, of course, I tell them, open some up, smell them, pick out a favorite, and tell me what it is. I strike up conversations. All I do is have conversations with people. And honestly, I have never, and I have worked with other direct selling companies, namely 2 others previously. And neither one of those I was able to retain repeat customers. And I think a lot of it was because the products that I was trying to sell were not disposable products, right? Like, okay, I buy a warmer today, okay? This is the beautiful Goldsmith warmer, by the way. It's so pretty. Do you see the gold? Anyway, I get off topic. I can buy this warmer and I can buy a bar of wax, right? And I'm going to warm this bar of wax. I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to warm it and it's going to be amazing. And then in maybe 2 to 4 weeks, anywhere around that time frame, this bar of wax that I bought is going to be all gone. And I'm going to be sad because I have my mom coming over for dinner and I'd really like it if my house smelled pretty. I need more Scentsy. The price point is right. So those repeat customers will be able to come back on a regular basis and reorder their Scentsy that they love, try new scents, because I am a lover of all things Scentsy. I have a lot of personal wax that I use. In fact, I had this bar out because I had some cubes left, and I thought, well, that just means that I can share some Scentsy love with somebody, right? So there's more samples that will be going out. So I like to take the Scentsy that I like and that I enjoy and that I love and share it with people. So it's not just the scent of the month that I will pass out. It can just be the scents that I have on hand or that I'm warming at the time. I've already opened the bar, so why not share some of the cubes and introduce a new scent to somebody? I mean, why not? But I think that's one of the really great things is I don't have to be that salesperson. I don't have to be that person. So I can do Scentsy and I can have a business with it just by letting the product speak for itself. As I've said before, I do not sell Scentsy. I complement Scentsy. All I do is bring it to life. That's it. I bring it into people's lives. I introduce it and I let it speak for itself because it truly is a quality product. If I wasn't so passionate about the product itself, and it was like maybe some of the store knockoff brands types of wax that I was just like, oh man, it's not really that great, but don't you want to buy some? I would feel guilty. I would have guilt. Okay. I'm Mexican. I would have guilt. I would have guilt on my shoulders, would not be able to take it. I don't have guilt because I truly love Scentsy. And if I introduce Scentsy to somebody and maybe they buy a warmer and they buy some wax, and I've never had this happen, but if they were to come back to me in like 3 weeks and be like, you know what, that Goldsmith warmer is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And those 3 bars that I got from you are disgusting. I never want to see it again. I'm going to be a little shocked, but you're not going to hurt my feelings if you don't like it as much as I do. You don't, not everybody has to like the Scentsy as much as I do, but there's a lot of people that do. It's for good reason. It's a good product and it smells nice and it makes people happy. It makes people happy. And what is Jacqui about in 2015? Making people happy. I want people to be happy. So that is probably one of the easiest behind the scenes things I could ever tell you is that I'm not the salesperson. I do a lot of marketing on social media. And it's just because, again, it's me multitasking. So I schedule my posts for Facebook. I do have a video for that. So if you guys want to check back in my YouTube channel, it's another reason you need to subscribe. But there is a video about scheduling posts on Facebook. So I truly do that 1 day a week and forget about it unless something comes up and I want to do a special post or an extra post or something, and then I put it out there. But Instagram is like a really easy thing for me. Okay. It's very easy for me to snap a picture because I'm a mom. I'm supposed to snap pictures. I am the official family photographer. So I'm the one who has to capture all of these memories. I remember my oldest, when her father, my 2 oldest children are with my first husband. And when we were getting a divorce, I remember my daughter, we were going through all of our family photos and things like that. And I remember her making the comment, and she was like, Mommy, well, when I was little, you know, were you just not around? Did you work a lot? No. In fact, I was a stay-at-home mother. Who do you think took the pictures? Who do you think captured all of those memories? Why am I not in the pictures? Because I was holding the camera. Someone had to do that. I am the family chef. I am the family photographer. I am the family maid. Let's be real, people. I am the family accounting person. I'm all of those things, right? As a mom, you kind of have to take on all of those duties. So I take tons of pictures. So for me, it's very easy to take a picture. The world of apps makes it so easy to be able to download an app that puts fonts on your pictures and different filters and little symbols and all this little stuff. And so I just have my favorite ones that I keep like on speed dial on my phone, and I can very quickly snap a picture of something, of my washer whiffs, maybe snap a picture. I can quickly open my app, I can throw some text on it, and I can post it to Instagram, to Pinterest, to Facebook, and to Twitter almost simultaneously. Why is that word so hard for me this evening? At the same time. Let's just scratch that out. If I could go back and edit this, I would. I would go back and edit that. Behind the scenes. Those things are very easy for me, but again, that's part of it's just a strength that I happen to have, and I'm not saying that in a bragging way. Please do not take that in a bragging way. That's what I mean by finding your strengths. What do you excel in? Do you excel at talking to people? Do you excel at selling? Do you excel at recruiting people to join your team? Do you excel at social media? Do you excel at writing? Do you excel at doing home parties, and you're able to like book 5 home parties every single month and do that? And I can't. I don't have a lot of home party people. So my main business is basket parties like this. And my favorite on the go party is, of course, my pouch parties. These guys are amazing, right? Testers, catalogs, order forms. It's pretty simple. So those are the areas that I excel in. I'm good at those things. That's where I put my focus. And I focus on what is working for me in my business. Those are the things that work for me in my business. For you, it may be something completely different. But just look at the focus of where it's at, take that and run with it, and then stick to it. Consistency is key. Keep doing what is working. That's why Scentsy itself is a tried and true model, because that's why we have superstar directors. That's why we have directors and star directors. We have these people because it works. Scentsy is a business that works. Okay, these women can do Scentsy, and some of them do it with their spouses, and men too. There's men who do it. It's not just women, but they're able to make a full-time income with Scentsy because it is so replicatable. You can take these little systems, and even now for me, it's probably on a much smaller scale than it is for like my superstar director, but it's the same concept. She just takes these things and multiplies them, right? So instead of like me, where I have 4, actually now I've got 6 because I've got 2 thermals ready to go too. So yeah, so now I have a total of 6 totes. I have a total of 10 pouch parties. Yeah, 6 totes, 10 pouch parties that are always ready to go, right? And I'm always trying to get those circulating. Obviously, for like somebody, and I'm just throwing this out as an example, like my superstar director, who has much more clientele than I do, and does more home parties, things like that. But she could take this, if I did, and I suddenly, my business grew overnight, and I had a whole busload more of customers, I could take the systems that I have now and just multiply them. Get some more tote bags, get some more mini testers, and send them out. It doesn't matter if I have 5 customers or if I have 50. I just have to do the things that are working for the 5 that I have and replicate it for the 50. So think of it in that kind of a scope, right? Another behind the scenes thing is, I don't know, I guess the ability to be genuine and be authentic, because I think that just as a good life character trait is a good thing to be. But especially when you are talking about business, and it doesn't even have to be Scentsy. This could be any direct selling business. This could be your professional work career, right? It's all about your character and who you are and genuinely being that person. It's not putting on this facade and pretending to be this person over here, right? I'm not pretending to be anything. This is who I am. And these are the things that I care about. I do these videos. I don't have somebody who tells me I have to do Scentsy videos in order to be successful. I do them because I want to inspire others, and I want to share ideas with others, and I want to network and meet those other people. And I have, and it's amazing. And because, you know, a good portion of those of you who maybe are watching right now, you may not be my customer. You may very well be a consultant, but we probably have, hopefully, some sort of a relationship to where maybe we can bounce ideas off of each other. We've, you know, got somebody to confide in. Oh, I'm having a bad day. How is your day? Or what are some new things that you're doing for your business? It's an amazing way to network. So what am I getting out of it? I'm not here trying to, again, I'm not your salesperson. I'm not trying to sell you a car. I am truly being genuine and giving what I have with all of you. So I do these weekly videos, right? We're on week 17. This is the 17th week I have done a video for 2015. And I'm actually getting excited. I am getting excited. We're almost to the mid-year point. It's obviously, you know, they say it takes, 30 days to form a routine, right? I'm way beyond the 30-day mark, people. But this is a routine for me, Tuesday night and Tuesdays in general, because like I said, at my day job, this is my team day anyway. So I'm basically just taking that concept and pushing it into my Scentsy business. This is my team day. This is my day to be able to dedicate this time to, especially to my direct downline and to my direct team, to give them a place to know, okay, Jacqui's going to be online and available from this time to this time every single Tuesday. So if I have a question and I need to know something, or I just want to check out and see what's going on in the world of Scentsy, I know that Jacqui's going to be online at that specific time. Now, of course, they can text me or email me or Facebook me or whatever anytime anyway, but this is at least giving them that opportunity to know that I'm here. And again, it's just me making myself available. That's it. Other than that, I really think that for those of you maybe who are thinking about joining Scentsy, and like I said, maybe you're what I call the on the fencers. You're on the fence. You're like, do I join? Do I not join? Is it going to work for me? I mean, is this really, truly something I can do? Let me tell you guys, when I joined, it was for the love of the product. I hoped that I would be able to make some extra money every month, but I wasn't betting the farm on it. Okay. I didn't quit my day job and say, okay, that's it. all in. I'm ready to go. I'm going to be Scentsy. No. But I have gotten myself to a comfortable place to where I can say that I work in patient accounting, right? I do accounting by nature. That comes naturally. It flows in my veins. It's accounting. I budget our home budget, right? That's why I said I'm also the family accounting person, right? I'm the accountant for the family. I make sure that the bills are paid. I budget out what needs to be paid on what payday and on what week. My husband gets paid weekly. I get paid bi-weekly. So it's managing all of that out, right? So I do that, and when I do that, I'm very easily able to factor in Scentsy income. Why is that? That's because I have been so consistent in my business, and I do truly work my business all throughout the week. And by being present and being accountable and holding myself accountable, Scentsy just kind of sells itself. It truly, truly does. And so, yes, part of my, I'm not one of those consultants who, when we get our commissions, because we get paid once a month on the 10th of every month, is when we get paid out for the commissions that we earned the previous month. So, for example, on May 10th, I will be paid a commission of all of the sales that I did in April. And after you reach, when you initially join Scentsy, you join Scentsy and you make a 20% commission of your personal retail volume, which is what we call our total sales, right? Give or take, there's licensed products in there. So you make 20% right off the bat. As soon as you sell a cumulative $1,000 in personal retail or total sales, you then get your first promotion. You are now considered a certified consultant, and you then start getting paid at a 25% commission on your sales going forward, right? Awesome. So you can kind of figure out the math, right? You can sit there and figure and go, okay, I want to make between $100 and $200 every single month with Scentsy. That's what I want to do. I know what my magic mark is. Now, obviously, I aim for 500 every single month. That is my aim. That's my goal. That's where I want to be, because at $500 in sales, I am able to very comfortably run my business around my schedule. I am sorry, my phone is going off. I completely apologize. I should have put it on silent. I am able to work my business. I am able to turn that around and, again, duplicate that, replicate the systems that I already have in place. And I know that if I at least hit 500, I'm already at 125, right? Is that right? Yeah. Doesn't sound right. Anyway, I know that I'm already at 125 in sale or in commission for that month, right? So everything over 500 is pushing me closer and closer to that $200 mark of where I want to be with my commissions. So what does $200 get you every month? I'm not one of those consultants who, when my commission check comes in, I'm like, yeah, buy the farm. I want to go back. I want to buy this and this and this and this and this out of the Scentsy store. No, mine gets budgeted towards, part of it goes back into my business. A percentage does go back in, and that's how I buy my scent and warmers of the month, is with my commission. But the rest of it gets allocated out into bills. So some months it's the water bill, it's the internet bill, it's the sewer bill, it is the trash bill. I have bills, people. I have bills. Sometimes it's paying off a credit card. sometimes it's making all of my credit card payments and making those payments across the board without having to pull from my husband and I's monthly income. Awesome. Awesome. I used to actually dedicate my commissions. They used to go towards my car payment, and now I've kind of budgeted out my car payment a little bit better, so that way throughout the month I'm, you know, the Dave Ramsey system, the envelope system, I kind of have the same concept, so a little bit kind of pulls out into those envelopes throughout the month. But anyway, your Scentsy commission can obviously go towards whatever it is that you want it to go towards, right? But think of what it could go towards. If it could pay your water or your sewer or your phone or your internet or your cable bill, wouldn't that free up some other money in your budget? If it could pay for the dance classes for your daughter to go to, wouldn't that be amazing? If it could go towards your car payment, wouldn't that be amazing? And why did I do all of this? Because I like the product, because I meet fabulous people, and I have fun, and I get to be genuinely me. At my day job, I don't get to just, you know, hang out in my yoga pants and joke around and dance to Bruno Mars. I probably could. My staff might look at me a little funny. They do that anyway. They know me well enough by now. But, you know, there's not a whole lot of jobs out there that will give you the flexibility to be able to make money and still be able to have fun while you're doing it and meet some amazing people. So there's my behind the scenes. Was that even really behind the scenes? If you're on the fence, I have what I like to call, or what I guess a lot of people call, I have a possibility packet for you. My possibility packets have some really great information in them about joining Scentsy. There's also a sample there of the wax, because again, it sells itself. So there's some really great information in here. I'd be more than happy to mail you one. In fact, mail out day is Wednesday. Remember how I focus every day on a business point? Wednesday is post office day, people. So samples are going out tomorrow. I've already got a handful of possibility packets going out tomorrow. I would not mind adding more to the stack. So if you are not yet on my possibility packet list, all you have to do is let me know, and I'll be more than happy to send you one. But, you know, perks of being a Scentsy consultant. What happens when you're a Scentsy consultant? Well, you get to know the brand new scents before they're even released. You get to know the new warmers before they even come out. There's so many cool things. There's lots of Scentsy swag hanging out in the Scentsy family store if you want to be swaggy about it. And you get to call yourself an independent Scentsy consultant. Awesome. I sell wax, people. Wax. Not just wax, because I really love my water whiz. You want me to play Bruno Mars again? I can totally do it. I can totally do it. I can dub smash it all up. Want me to do that? Ready? No, I'm totally teasing. It's too late for that. I have totally run over my time again. Whoa, whoa. All right, so that's what I've got for you this week. That's my version of behind the scenes. Sorry if it wasn't like a true behind the scenes. Maybe next time I'll like video myself as I'm doing it, and it'll truly be like a behind the scenes, and I could like post that video with this video, mash them all together. So I'm totally reading way too much into this. I told you it's late. Thank you for joining me again this week. Next week, same bat time, same bat channel. I will be here talking to you live. So you can use that chat box for those of you who are online if you have questions as we're going along. And if you're watching via playback, then don't hesitate to put a comment down there. I do get back to you all. So if you've got questions, shout them out. I am here for you. That's why I do these videos. So next week, rolling over a couple different topics. I think next week is going to be more interactive. So it will probably either be some workstation training or it will be social media training. But either way, it will be a techie week. So if you need help in those arenas, Facebook parties, Pinterest, Twitter, the workstation in general, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments what you feel might be helpful to you. And those of you on my direct team, then I want you to put those ideas into our team Facebook page and let me know, and I'll be more than happy to address those and get you up a video and go from there, because last week's video was based around my lovely Danielle and her idea or question. So that's why I do it. That's why I do it. So anyway, that's this week. Happy Cinco de Mayo. If you're out celebrating, hopefully you're not driving. Please do not do that. But I hope that you are, if you are celebrating today, I hope you're having a good time and enjoying yourself. And I will talk to you all next week. You can follow me on Facebook if you would like to get to know me a little better. And until then, peace, love, happiness. Have a great week.